Nah. It's not good enough shit. Alright. Pretty, I'm so pretty. Okay, here we go. This is my first ever video, which is not in my room, and it's also, I have a lot of echo. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, this is my first video that is not in my room, and it's also my first serious video, which is pretty cool. What I just said was a mix of serious and series. I'm gonna go with that. So I've decided to tell people of my life stories about myself, and today I'm going to talk about my grandparents. I'm going to talk about my grandpa, my grandma, and my great-grandma. I've decided to make this channel based on a personal stance of my life, but also a comedy spectrum at that end. So I'm going to start off with my grandparents and how I met them, and obviously, you know, whatever. Growing up, my parents weren't the greatest in money-wise, because my dad, I never really saw him. He was only with me in my life for three years, and then he got kicked out of my mom's life because he put our family into bankruptcy. So I had to spend my life with my grandparents, actually my great-grandma, who at the time was like 83, I think. Yeah, 83. No, she was 86. But beginning of my life, I lived in my grandma's house, my great-grandma's house, which is still up today. But my great-grandma, not so much, but it doesn't matter. Rest in peace, Grammy, you know, whatever. Basically everything you would get as a child, you don't really get. My friends, a lot of my friends, especially Colby, which we'll get into who he is later in my life, but he was really against my life because I didn't know movie references, and that was a big thing. That was huge for me. Not knowing movie references, I'm sorry about that, but it's just that I didn't have DirecTV, I didn't have all that growing up as a kid. All I had was VHS. I had VHS of Pokemon, what's the crap, what's it called? Something the magic dragon lives by the sea. What? I don't know what that's called. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me for days. Growing up, my sister was 4, I was 1, I think. I don't remember. Either way, I was in Price Chopper, and I lost my grandfather, and I said something silly. So when I was growing up, I saw my sister as a big role model to me. And everything that she said, I kind of went with her. So she, for some reason, called my grandparents Meemee and Peepee. Yeah, the Peepee part was kind of funny, for you guys who get your laughs out now. It's not so much so funny when you're at Price Chopper at 5 years old, when you lose your pee-pee. It's not cool. Where is my pee-pee? I'm in Price Chopper screaming, where is my penis? Oh, I'm sorry, where is my pee-pee? And everyone's looking at me like, it's down there. Take off your pants. No, don't do that. Illegal. But luckily, my best friend's grandmother, who is Jordan, who is his grandmother, was there, and she's like, "It's okay, sweetie, we're gonna find your pee-pee." And I'm like, yay! But in reality, everyone's like, 911, ring. Officer, we have a problem. This lady's gonna touch his ding-a-ling. So growing up with my great-grandma was awesome. I loved everything about her. She let me eat a lot of junk food. I'm sorry for that clap. She let me eat a lot of junk food, which caused a lot of overweight problems in my life, which I'm trying to fix. It's hard to when you've eaten a lot your entire life. I watched a lot of Drake and Josh. I sang off pitch a lot at my grandma's house. I don't know how she wasn't like, "That's disgusting, please stop." So let me get this straight quick. My great-grandmother was just named Grandma, and my grandparents was Meemee and Peepee. Now, I'm older, so I'm calling them Meem and Peep for short. Even though I'm going to college next year, I still call them Meem and Peep. I know, I grew up calling him Peep. No longer Peepee, I'm grown up. Either way, growing up with my grandparents was really good. I really enjoyed it. I love my grandma. I love Meem and Peep, and I love my grandma. Around the age of 9 or 8, my grandma started developing dementia, which was great and all for, you know, as a laugh, but at the age of 9, when your grandma calls you a damn bitch when you did nothing, it kind of really hurts. I was watching SpongeBob minding my own business. My grandma comes in the room. Actually, I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's beside the point. She comes in, she's like, "Jarrett, you've been a little bitch all day, you little bitch." And I'm like, "Well, Grandma." Because I've never been yelled at like that before. I mean, my stepdad yells at me because, you know, whatever. But my grandma never yelled at me. I love my grandma. What would she ever do to me? And then now she's calling me a bitch. And I'm like, what? I go to my sister's room the day after. Her and her, like, 5 friends are just sitting on her bed playing Bean Boozled. And I'm like, Grandma called me a bitch. And they're like, bitch, what? Yeah, it was funny. I don't know, it was really funny for me. So that was my grandma's life, really. She had dementia, so it was really hard living with her. One thing I loved about it was growing up, I slept in her room with her, and she let me sleep on her boob. My sister and I slept on both sides. Both of our heads would rest on one boob, and we'd be like, night, night, Grandma, and she'd be like, tit. And we would just lay down, and we're like, nice. I was like 9, so I'm like, pillow, sleepy time, yeah. That's a little gross. I'm sorry that grossed you out, but that was just a fun part of my life. So it's just the fun times I had to remember. So good things about my grandma I do remember. My grandma did pass away about more than a year ago in August. I still miss my grandmother, and I wish she was here today. But things happen, you know, life goes on, and you have to live with it. So that's kind of the story of my grandmother. Or my great-grandmother, should I say. My great-grandfather died from a heart attack when I was 1. Never got to meet him, but I'm hearing he's kind of like my grandfather, who's 100% like me. So, yeah. My grandparents, on my mom's side. This is all on my mom's side right now, because, as I said before, my dad is a different story. My grandfather and grandmother, Meemee and Peep. Meemee is kind of like a religious grandma. Everything she does is kind of based off of kindness. So you have kindness, then you have my grandfather, who's Peep, and he's kind of like a Republican. He is strong Republican. He's not one of those country guys, but he's like, damn Obama. Hey, I got a phone call from Lucas D. Hello? What?
Jared.
What?
Where you at?
I'm in the library.
Why?
I'm actually recording a video right now.
Oh.
Yeah, say hi.
We're doing wing night, right?
Yeah. What time are you getting out?
I just got out. Well, actually, I'm home now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just finish up with this video, and then I'll call Colby and we can get ready.
Alright, that's fine.
Who's coming with us? Just us 4?
I think so.
Alrighty, see ya.
Alright, bye.
Meemee has never really been mean. She's always been that kind person, and that's why I love her. I love her so much because of that. My phone is buzzing right now. It's like zzz, 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 zzz. Just like what? Nothing. Stop running. I gotta fart. Come on, me. Come on, me. Oh my god, I think I just shat myself. My grandfather is very strict, kind of like a strict grandfather. He has that voice where it's like, oh, he's your grandfather. He goes, Jarrett, I need you to fix that TV. He's also one of those unintelligent computer people who are like, can you teach me how to email, Jarrett? Or can you teach me how to YouTube search? So that's cool too. I really had fun teaching him that stuff because whenever I taught him, he'd get really happy. And when I was younger, I used to go to church a lot, and they're like, who wants McDonald's? And I'm like, me. I'm sorry. Growing up, I was a little chubby kid. I mean, I still am, but I was that bad kid who's like, can we go to McDonald's? Anyway, that's really it about my grandparents. 5 more stories coming along in my life, but this is just one I'm going to start off with. So, my name is JP, and if you like this video, make sure you leave a subscribe and a like, and maybe I'll see you guys next time. And if you enjoyed, tell me what you like. Tell me what kind of videos you want me to make about my life, anything that's cool, any kind of political thing I'll talk about, even though I'm not really into the politicals. I'm into the sport politicals. That's beside the point. Anyway, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. See you guys next time. My name is JP, and I'm out. See ya.